I'm gonna be making Minecraft animations using features from the new 1.21 update, such as the breeze, Autoc Crafter, and everyone's favorite weapon of mass destruction, the mace. But before we get to that, let's start with the breeze. So someone in my Discord server showed that we can actually just take a blaze and then retexture it into the breeze. So look, it's literally just the breeze texture slapped on top of a blaze. So now I just gotta remove some of the arms and try to make it look exactly like the actual breeze. So funny story, I've only seen the breeze like a single time, so I'm kind of doing this off of memory. So I think that's how the general body looks, which it actually doesn't look that far off from the actual thing. We can take this little folder here where all the rods are under and then just rotate it a lot. That's a little bit too fast. It looks like a blender when it's doing that. So the next problem, those little wind particles that go all the way around it, they don't exist in this, so I literally have to make them with like objects. By the time I'm finished doing this, GTA 6 will have released. Alright, so in no way is this perfect, but this is the best I've got. And if you don't like it, all I have to say is too bad. So now if we get all these cubes here, there are so many of them. Why are there like so many? Oh my gosh. Okay, if we add them to a folder like that, now we can spin it around. So now that we have the actual breeze, what should the breeze do? Because I didn't really think this far ahead. Oh wait, I have an idea.
Guys, if you could animate a breeze in Minecraft, what would you make it do? Spin jutsu and fight a blaze. Bet.
I don't know what that means, so I had to look it up, and it looks like it's some kind of like tornado martial arts technique from like some show or something. I just angered every single Lego Ninjago fan out there. I think what he's gonna do is he's going to spin like super fast and then like slam into a blaze, and then the blaze will die. Basically, the breeze is just a better blaze. Let's get this world in here. So basically, he's just gonna be spinning normally. Why is the blaze going over there? Basically, we can just make him like float up and down slightly. So we'll do that, and then now it kind of looks like it's floating up and down like that. So this will turn that way. But I can also rotate each individual rod. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we can make each individual rod spinning at the same time. Oh, that looks so good, dude. It actually looks like the blaze. Here, let me add some particles to the blaze really quick. There we go. So then after the little blaze part is done, the camera's gonna switch back. It's gonna start charging up like it's a freaking Beyblade. That's the idea. Instead of just the little arms and the wind particle spinning, the entire thing is gonna start spinning. Now you can see it like charging up. So it goes like that, and then it just starts charging up. So we do that. Now he's literally spinning like a tornado. While he's actually charging up his spin, we can make the camera zoom out to show both of them. And then there it just stays. So now, basically what's gonna happen here, the camera's gonna quickly zoom in and then show the blaze getting like comboed by the freaking breeze. Yeah, and then, oh, that looks so good. I can basically make him move back and forth just so it looks like he's getting hurt. So look. Yeah, that's sick. Right here, the blaze will actually, like, I guess I'll just die. Like, there's nothing really else we can do. And then he's just gonna fall over and then poof. So right here, he'll disappear. And then we need some smoke particles right there. Just kind of disappears. And then let's go back to the breeze for a second. I need to make it slowly fade back to, like, the normal amount. And then it goes back to normal, and then the rest is just still spinning perfectly fine. That is great, bro. That actually works so well. Take this, go over here towards where the blaze dies, so like over there. So now if I do that, then it should just show that dying like that. Yeah, there we go. Nice. The breeze also has to go back to his regular stance after that, like that. There we go. Nice. There we go. That's actually pretty good. So now where the blaze is getting comboed over here, I also want to make it so every time he gets hit, he actually turns red. Actually, do you know what? Instead of it going sideways like that, I don't really like how that happens. I'm gonna make it go back like that. If it goes back like that, it just looks way better. Adjust the camera to the new position like that. All right, perfect. It just goes like that. I think that's pretty good. And then we also add a zoom in. There we go. That looks pretty good. I like this animation, dude. I did not have high hopes for this at first, but I quite like it now. All right, so other than that, it's pretty much done. So let me just add some sound effects, and then I will show you guys the final product. So for the next animation, which will be about the Autoc Crafter, I decided to ask one of my friends for an idea.
Yeah, you should animate the Autoc Crafter sucking you and an entire Guardian Temple Kirby style. Then it should spit out as much Dark Bruise Marine as physically possible.
Dude, you're joking, right?
You know what you are in that equation, Squid. You can't hide from it. You're the ink sac, buddy.
I cannot believe you just said that. Alright, let's start by getting our world in here, and it's just gonna be a giant ocean, which the ocean monument will start in. And then the Autoc Crafter will be on land, and just, like, it'll just suck it up. Dude, why is this taking so long? I'm not downloading a freaking image of queso. Like, what is going on here? Alright, so the Autoc Crafter is gonna be sitting up on this little ledge here that's overlooking the ocean. So I'm just gonna quickly drop my Autoc Crafter model into here, like that. Where is it? Over there. That's interesting. The next step is to get the monument schematic. Alright, so there's our ocean monument. This is gonna go all the way back into the water. Oh, that's interesting. If you're not under the water, you can't actually see anything that's under the water. That is very strange. That is a big flaw in my plan. And for some reason, when we're under the water, it doesn't actually render the water. So I'm gonna have to like add a shader or something to make it look like we're underwater. Alright, so now I'm gonna get my player in here who's gonna be swimming around like towards the temple. I've never made a swimming animation before, so I'm not actually sure how to do this. So I'll have to think of something. Oh my word. Like, if I did this, it'd be so funny. Alright, so here's the swimming animation. It's not very good, but that's kind of all I could come up with. You would have thought that out of all things on this planet, a sea creature would know how to swim, but apparently not. So now that we have me swimming towards the temple, we can set up the camera. So it's just gonna follow it as he's swimming like that. That actually looks perfect. Now, really quickly, I just want to try something. Okay, so if I do this and I change it to like a nice blue like that, now it actually looks like water. Look, that's cool. I can also increase the fog to make it match this part way better. And then all of a sudden, he's just gonna stop moving and it's gonna look like he's being dragged backwards. Oh my word, what did his arms just do? Whoa, oh, what the? So if I set this to that, then as it approaches the temple, it slowly gets slower, because basically what's gonna happen now is it's gonna show the Autoc Crafter actually like absorbing it. So right here, it's gonna also shrink down to basically just become nothing. But what we have to do now is we actually have to move the camera over there as well. Let's try that. That's crazy, bro. Actually, I'm gonna zoom the camera out way more, because what's also gonna happen is right here, the temple is gonna go all the way over here and then up like that. And if we set that to 0, 0, and 0, now if we do this, it's literally absorbing the whole thing. That is crazy, bro. And then after that, we can zoom into the crafter.
Hello?
And then it'll just start spewing out the black prismarine. So you may be thinking that we need to spawn in like a trillion dark prismarine to get this to actually work. But I'm going to show you guys a little trick, alright? So all we've got to do is get a bit of dark prismarine like this. Make it smaller to like the size of a normal item. It's going to start inside of the mouth. But then right here, I'm going to add another keyframe. And it's going to fly outwards like that. And then it's also going to rotate. We'll do 180 degrees. And then right here, when it actually gets past that point, we're going to set this to instant. If I move this, watch. It's going to look like it's spitting out 2 of them. And that's gonna repeat itself. And if we do it all the way like that, then if we play it, it's literally just a constant stream. There's like 10 total blocks of prismarine and it looks like a million. Like, look at this. You can't even tell it's actually the same one. I wanna know what this looks like if we turn on shaders. It's gonna be so laggy because of the amount of objects just flying out of it. And then what I also want to do is add a few particle effects to the crafter. Let's get some smoke particles. So then right there, it's gonna start smoking and pumping out the particles. What we can do is animate the crafter a little bit by making it look like it's kind of pumping the objects out. So if we make it slightly taller like that, so look. We can also add some particle effects for when it drags it inwards. So we can have like some wind. There we go, okay. Do you know what I should do? While the crafter's sucking them up, I'm gonna make the crafter extend like a lot. The top and bottom do look kind of weird, and I don't know why it's doing that, because like, look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Looks great. All right, so we're finally done. I'm gonna add some sound effects, and then I will show you guys the final product. And now it's time for the thing you've all been waiting for, the Mace animation. This time, I'm not going to tell you guys what the actual animation is going to be, but you guys are just going to watch the process and then get to see the end result. And trust me, you're going to want to see the end result, because I guarantee you're going to like it. So let's start by getting our world as usual. So I'm trying to find a world where I have like a cliff. Okay, right here. This is pretty good. That's a nice looking cliff. So let's get this whole area here. This is where the whole thing will kind of take place, is up here. All right, so up here, we are going to start with a Steve skin like that. And then if we want to get the mace actually in the game, what we have to do is we have to make a custom item, and boom, there we go. There's the mace. I can only really get this item texture here, not the actual model. It's fine. Be happy with what you get. And what I could do to make it look a little bit better is I can actually make it like chunky. Alright, so we're gonna put a camera right here. It's gonna be facing towards Steve. So he's gonna walk up like right in front of it. There we go. Alright, so let's quickly give Steve his walking animation. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then his whole body's gonna lean in, and then he's gonna try to like pull it out of the dirt. There we go. So now if I do that, it'll actually look like he's grabbing onto it properly. And then right here, when he grabs it, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna copy this here. This here is the exact same mace. It's gonna be in the same position, but it's going to basically like appear right as the other one disappears. So it looks like he's picking it up. Okay, so that's about the closest I could get it, but it actually looks pretty good. Dude, this mace is freaking massive. I just realized like the actual scale of this thing. It's huge. Oh my goodness, what is it doing? What is it doing? What I might do is just have it in the exact same spot. It just like hangs down like that. Right here, what's gonna happen now is he's gonna start spinning around really fast with the mace like extended. I'm gonna use some physics for this. This is the one-time science class is actually coming in handy in my life. So before he starts spinning around, I kind of want him to like twist his body around to something like that. See how fast is that? Oh, that's perfect. He looks like a freaking blender. I'm gonna take the item right here, change position so it's now facing out like that. I can kind of make him go up on like one leg so it looks like he's twirling around. I think that'd be kind of funny. What we're gonna do is the mace is going to just fly away. Yeah, so it's like he's dropping it. I like that. Why is he going over there? Right here, the camera angle is gonna actually change to show the mace like falling down the cliff. So it's gonna go like that. And what I'm gonna do for this part is actually I'm gonna use a feature I haven't shown in videos before, and it's called the camera shake. So what I can do is I can crank up all the values on this. It's gonna look like that. Just makes it look more realistic. And then the camera is going to switch once again to actually face right here. We're gonna get the mace again. I'm not actually sure where this is right now. Where is this mace? I don't know where it is. It's somewhere on the map. I just can't see it. Oh, that's because it's invisible. That could be why it's not showing me where it is. So this mace is gonna start up like this. Let's see, what mob should we do for this? You know what? I think the whole joke of the freaking mace is that it can just beat up the warden. So let's just put the warden like chilling down here, and it's gonna change to that, and then the warden's he's gonna look up like that, and then the mace right here is just gonna come crashing down onto his face right when the mace actually makes contact. So about here, he's gonna turn red and then he's gonna fall over. We can add some particle effects too. So I'm not sure why the particles don't seem to be working properly. For some reason, the world changed after I reopened the software, so now he's literally just walking on air and everything is just happening in the air. I don't know what happened. I literally have to redo everything though, bruh. Okay, so after like a decade, I finally get everything fixed, so let's just keep working on it now. So what I want to do is I want to get a firework blast effect, and it's gonna spawn where the mace lands, so like an explosion. So if we do that, and then boom, he blows up. You can also add the normal particles now. There we go. So now watch, if I do that, then spawn some particles, and then it's done. I'm gonna add some camera zoom effects for when he like spins it around. Could give the warden some more animation as well, so something like that, and the camera again will zoom in. What the heck is happening? What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make the camera have like a slow zoom into the mace, just because I think it's funny. I'm gonna add my saturated texture pack, and I can also add it to Steve. Let me just... Oh my gosh, no, Steve, I need to turn the saturation off on Steve. He just looks way too tan. I'm sorry, but like, it just doesn't look right to me. Let's make the clouds look a little nicer. We can also make the sky look a little more colorful. I'm gonna also change the fog. I don't like how high he holds the mace up. I think I'm gonna put it down a little bit. There we go. That's a lot nicer, like that. Can make him bend over like that as well, like he's looking down. Maybe I can add some cool effect like... Ooh, wait, if I do that... Oh, wait, yeah, then it looks like it's falling. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Alright, so now all I've got to do now is add some sound effects and a few final touches, and yeah, and we're done!
Huh?